And this was, so today, and every Saturday I talk. So they also made reactionary treats, and every Thursday I alternate talking about Disney or this. We are, I'm really trying, guys. I've been a bit of a hot mess. Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Azaria and this is my place. If you're new to my channel, my name is Azaria and this is my place, and every Thursday I alternate talking about Disney or theater, and every Saturday, almost, is a Sim Saturday. And today I'm just actually going to talk about the new patch update and talk about bunk beds. So this again was the update on March 23rd and we got bunk beds. I played the game since the update, but I haven't tried to use bunk beds or look at anything new. But I did see on Twitter that we also maybe had some new hairstyles or maybe new fixes to hairs, so I will be looking at that as well today. Happy spring, Simmers! We hope you are well wherever you are in the world. Today we bring you a plethora of updates and bug fixes. Our favorite. There is something for everyone, so we hope that you enjoy these additions. As always, we thank you for your continued support and feedback. Happy simming! Alright, what's new? So they've made some improvements to a couple of hair options in Creative Sim. So now this hairstyle and this hairstyle, so short afro and puffball. So they also provided conversions for adults and toddlers for puffball and children and toddlers for short afro. Oh, okay, so this is the puffball on what looks like possibly a child, and this is a adult or young adult wearing the puffball. I really like it. I like it because people like their space buns, and I like that it's a different texture as well, so it looks a little more realistic. And then this is the toddler, and this is the short afro. Oh, this is not what I thought they were talking about. And then that's probably a child and a toddler. I love the toddler can also have the short afro. That's awesome. And then this is the short afro on female Sims. Wow, I do like that. And then there's also the puffball on a male sim. Love! We love to see it. Alright, so they've also taken the following paintings and posters and giving them a few more variants to not only provide more choices for customizations for your lots, but also add to diversity in the designs to broaden representation. Oh, that's awesome! See, that's like a little thing I probably would have never even noticed if they hadn't said anything. We love representation. And they've done it to a lot of things. Oh, Portrait of a Marriage. This is beautiful. So they've also edited some of the text to reflect these changes as well. They've also made improvements with the improper looking textures for skin tones, which is probably very needed. And then on the gameplay side, they have targeted some improvements to a selection of base game personality traits to make them more meaningful in gameplay. We love to see that. So they improved the traits bookworm, cheerful, clumsy, genius, gloomy, glutton, good, goofball, hates children, hot-headed, jealous, mean, neat, non-committal, and perfectionist. Those are quite a lot that they, I guess, weren't doing much with, but that's a lot. They also made some reactionary trait changes to slob and ambitious. Okay. And they think the selection captures a proportional set of positive and negative traits. But wait, there's more. We also made some changes to daily activities such as taking a shower or eating a meal that would allow them to be completed in less time. Oh my gosh. Thank you. We love to see it. Okay. And you think that's it? Hold on. Let me check my notes. Some tweaks to traits and everyday activities. Check. Painting variants. Checked. Back end stuff. Oh, I knew I'd forgotten something. There's one more thing. Bunk beds. I don't know why I wrote it that way, but it was very fun. So they've included a basic style bunk bed. Basic style bunk bed. Alright, it's gonna be not so. It's gonna be like a wooden bunk bed that matches with the existent mod pod bed from base game, as well as the metal frame bunk bed. Okay, so there's two types of beds you can use, but you can't use any other ones. Okay. We also added a new relaxed posture to all your beds. Oh, is that what that's from? You know, I thought that was from Island Living. Yes, I finally caved and bought Island Living. And so I thought that was for some reason had to do with that. By default, when you place a bunk bed against the wall, the extra light would automatically be removed. There's a lot of instruction and they have some bug fixes. And if you want to read the entire update, I will make sure to link it below. I really want to try out these bunk beds. And that's what we all came here for, I think. So this was my house that I built. If you want to see kind of the transformation, the before and after, that was this house. It's still kind of ugly, but it's not anywhere near as ugly as it was before I changed this. But I posted a video about it. I also posted it to the gallery. If you want to renovate the original house better than me, I'm sure you could. Check out the video, which I'll link below, and you can hashtag me on the gallery. This is my play test family, and we're going to go in build mode and build some beds. Let's try it in this really tiny room. I really don't know where I would find... Where do I find... Oh, is this the bunk bed? Whoa, they do have metal bunk beds. Whoa. So there is only 2 types of bunk beds. So this one is just the top bunk. Okay. I did see a video also about the possibility of not being able to put things under the bunk beds. Okay, yeah, you can see the 2 ladders. Okay, kind of makes sense that there's 2 ladders automatically. And then it goes away if it's against the wall. But I saw something about putting desks and dressers under there, there not being functionality with those. I am going to kind of test that out. So I just want a nice desk to play test under here. Just to kind of see. Oh, yeah, you can't do that. Okay. Obviously, you probably could do this with BB Move objects, and I would assume that it would be functional, but I don't know. Yeah, it's kind of running into the bed. So I'm sure if you had like a tiny bed, though, you could. Oh, no. Yeah, no, it doesn't want to do it. Okay. So I know that there's a mod out there now that if you want to have a fully functioning bunk bed as well as fully functioning desk with a laptop underneath, there is a mod for that underneath. So that's kind of one complaint I'd have. But other than that, I mean, it's pretty exciting. Another thing that I'm curious about is whether or not you can change the beds that are in them. You know, what if I don't want... Oh, okay, I can. I can take this bed out. I wonder if I could put it in here. I could put that bed in here, which is kind of interesting. I was wondering about other twin-size beds. Like, could I put the Teen Singles Dream in here? Oh, I could. And it slots. Interesting. It just changes the way the bunk bed looks, which is very awkward and very weird, but it's an option that you have. Have, you know, some kids just test it out for me and see what the function looks like. Oh, I also have laundry in here. Okay. There you have it. I don't know why, I just really like giving all of my Sims their own room. So I don't know how much I'll get use out of bunk beds, but I know it's been something that Simmers have been wanting for a long time because, you know, you have apartments and you have tiny living now as well, and it just makes sense that we'd have bunk beds when tiny living was introduced. Can't really complain. I mean, it's exciting, and I probably will use them eventually just to maximize my space. It'll be really good for packs like Discover University. Bunk beds I think make sense, and it's free. It came completely free with the game, and you also got some new updates to hairstyles as well as posters and some other stuff and some bug fixes. So it was a really good update. So on to the Show Tune Spotlight. Okay, so because we're now able to maximize our space and shove twice as many kids in a room, I decided to go with 2 by 2 from the Book of Mormon, just because it seemed like the most obvious choice. The Book of Mormon opened on Broadway in March 2011 and is still currently running to this day, and well, you know how it goes, pandemic. It is not closed yet, but it is set to reopen once Broadway does as well, and its music and lyrics are by Robert Lopez, Trey Parker, and Matt Stone, so go give that a listen. It's a very, very funny score. It's by the writers of South Park. That's all I have for you guys today. Thank you so much for watching, and be kind.